How's it going, guys? My name is DJP. Welcome back to another Madden NFL 25 video here today. We're doing a fantasy draft rebuild. So the way this is going to work is, injuries are going to be off. We have 4 seasons. I'm only giving myself 4 seasons. Injuries going to be off. Of course, it's fantasy draft. It's not meant to be realistic, so it's fantasy draft, right? So we're going to pick a random team, and we're just going to make some picks, and obviously we can make trades, and we're going to see if we can build a team that can win a Super Bowl. That's what it comes down to, right? So that's the fantasy draft. Leave a like, subscribe, enjoy the content, and comment down below some of my videos. Go to social, the second channel, and main channel down below in the description if you like other content for DJP. With that being said, let's get on to the gameplay. Alright, so the way this works, I'm going to kind of just go like this, move around my stick, and see if I can just land on a random team. Really doesn't matter what team we land on. So I'm just going to kind of stop and a little bit. Let's see. I'm going to give myself 3 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. And I don't really know how I was moving around, but alright, we end up with the Patriots. I may not have even been moving. I wasn't looking, so we're going to be using the Patriots in this fantasy draft. Let me set this all up, and then we'll get on into the gameplay. So everything's set up. Let's hop on in and do the fantasy draft. I don't know where we're picking, but we're going to hop on in and see what everything's like. I don't know how many picks we're going to do. We'll see how many I want to do. I'm not sure yet. But here we go. Let's get on into this fantasy draft. We have pick 25. Alright, so let's make our selection. I'm sure there's some talented players out there we could potentially grab. The question is, who do I want to go for first? There's a lot of players we can go for. I'm curious to see what kind of quarterbacks we have. Do I go with like a QB? Don't tell me there's like, this is the best available. There's no way that these are like the best QBs available. I don't know. I can't really seem to sort. I'll just go all positions. I guess, man, who do I want to go with? I'm going to go with Breece Hall. Relatively young guy, running back. We're going to grab him first. I think that's not a horrible pick. So I'm going to grab him with my first pick. Right, so now I'm looking at quarterbacks here. Anthony Richardson wouldn't be a horrible pick. I don't know if I want to get him now, though. Go Drake. Get him for the team. But I definitely feel like I want a quarterback. I might go with Anthony Richardson. I feel like he does pretty well in the sim. So I'm going to grab Anthony Richardson. And I'm going to bank on him kind of developing. It might be a bit of a stretch to pick him at this high, but I'm still going to go with him. That way we just have our quarterback kind of just out of the way. All right, a lot of options here, a lot of options. I'm going to go with Trent Williams. I'm going to get myself a really good left tackle. He's a 99. Is he 99 overall? 99 overall? I don't know if he's a 99 overall. Do I want to go Trent Williams? Hold on, wait a minute. I think I do. Granted, he's 36, so he might retire. I'm gonna pick him. I think I don't think it's a horrible pick. I'm gonna grab a wide receiver. I'm gonna go with Chris Olave with my first wide receiver pick. I feel like he's a pretty solid piece. 24 years old. He's deep threat. Doesn't really fit the scheme of the team, but that's all right. He's a talented player, and we're grabbing him with our 4th pick. It's time for me to build up my defense, and I think I'm gonna go with Vea as our defensive tackle. I'm going to pick him up with my first, he's going to be my first defensive player that we're going to grab in here. I like that move for us at that defensive tackle spot. I'm going to get a left end here. We're going to go with Kwity Paye. I feel like Kwity Paye could be a nice pick. 25 years old, 77 overall, fits the scheme of the team. We're going to draft him. My next selection, I'm going to go with the right in here, Preston Smith. I think we're going to take him. Again, just another player on defense. Help us out there. Somebody that can attack those quarterbacks and stop the rush. I love it for us. Center, I'm going to go with Connor Williams to bolster up that line for me. Protect Anthony Richardson. I'm going to grab a tight end here. I get Dalton Schultz would be a nice pick, I'd say. So I'm going to grab him. I feel like he would be good for the team. I have a right tackle here in Trent Brown. Add him to my squad. All right, I think my thing glitched out. I'm going to go with Drew Tranquill. Right outside linebacker. I feel like he's a pretty solid pick for us. I like that move. All right, I'm going to grab a left guard here. Joel Bentonio. A nice guy to bolster up that O-line for me. I like that. All right, in terms of a strong safety, let's go with Josh Patelis. I think he's a nice piece to have on the team. He's good in the run support out of Michigan, so he'll be joining my squad. So I'm going to grab Kevin here as my right guard. Yeah, he's going to help out on our O-line. A little on the older side, but I still think he is a pretty good piece to draft. Free safety spot, I'm going to go with Reed Blankenship. I feel like he's a nice piece from Middle Tennessee State. 25 years old, so he's also got a little bit of time to develop as well. To even a better player. For my corner, I'm going to go with Michael Carter II. I think he's a solid corner to pick up. He plays a little bit of man-to-man. That's his archetype. 25 years old. He can maybe hit that 80 spot. So I like that pick for me. Now I think I'm just going to take some more talent here. I think on offense, we have at least one of every player. We still actually need a middle linebacker. So I'm going to go with Bobby Wagner. I think he's a nice piece. Again, he's all on the older side, but he's going to help me out a little bit. So Bobby Wagner, welcome to the squad. I'm going to take Bryce Huff here, my left outside linebacker spot. I don't have one yet, so Bryce Huff will be joining my team. I like that move for us. Get one of everybody. So, yeah, Brandon Aubrey, we're going to take him as my kicker. Probably a high, very high at this point, but we're going to take a kicker here. So, yeah, we got Brandon Aubrey, best kicker in the game. Punter spot, we're going to go with A.J. Cole. Again, we're just going to take best player available here at every position. I almost have one other guy, I think one other position, and then at that point, I'll probably just let the CPU draft the rest of the team. Yeah, we just need to get a fullback, and then after that, we're just going to let the team fill out the rest of the squad. So, let me do that. So let me see what fullbacks are out there. Kyle Juszczyk, could big him up. I think that just makes the most sense, and we're going to get him onto my team. So, I'm going to do this, let the CPU draft the rest of the team. We're just going to auto-sim, and I'll see you guys at the start of the first season. Look at the squad, and see how we fare in the first half of the season. Right, so the rest of the team was drafted. Sorry if you heard a little bit of buzzing. I think that was my speaker. Something was going on there, so I just unplugged and replugged back in. But anyways, hopefully it didn't get picked up on the mic too badly. So our squad is interesting, right? Now, we look at the roster. We got Anthony Richardson as our QB, which is cool. Halfbacks, we got Breece Hall. We got Sanders and McLaughlin. Top two guys, Kyle Juszczyk, fullback. Chris Olave, Odell Beckham Jr., and John Mechie III as our wide receivers. Tight end, you got Dalton Schultz, Irv Smith Jr. is up there too. We got Trent Williams, left tackle. Again, I don't know how long he's going to be in the NFL for. He might retire next season. Left guard is going to be Bentonio. Connor Williams, center. Right guard is going to be Kev. We've got Trent Brown as my right tackle. Left end is going to be Quiddy. Right end is going to be Preston Smith. Defense tackle, Vea's there. Left outside linebacker, Bryce Huff. Middle linebacker at Bobby Wagner, which is cool. Right outside linebacker, Drew Tranquil. Michael Carter II. Mekhi Blackman. And Renardo Green, top three corners. Free safety, Blankenship. Strong safety is going to be Patelis. Kicking is Aubrey. Punting is A.J. Cole. So it should be fun. Again, we're not making any trades. We're going to let the team kind of rock out for this first half of the season before we decide to make moves. We have a lot of cap room, which is kind of nice. Lots of cap room. I think every team has a ton of cap room. Yeah, look at that. Every single team. So we're going to go balls to the walls for picks and just signing players. Like, we're going to try to make this team better. You can see the projected picks we have. It's still the same. We have some extra 7s. No 6th. First round pick is very valuable. I don't know how good this team's going to be. I mean, the injuries are off, so that we don't have to worry about that. Let's simulate and see how this team does. I'm very excited. Hopefully you guys are too. Let's see if we need to make any moves at that midseason point. Well, we're 2-5, which is unfortunately not very good. But it does provide us room to make trades, which we'll do now. So let's look at the stats on the season so far. So Anthony Richardson, too many interceptions, my friend. 15 TDs with 14 interceptions. That's not good. That's gonna cut those down, and we'll be in goal. We'll be golden. In terms of rush, Breece Hall, 416, 2 TDs, 79 from Richardson. Juszczyk, 72, 53 from Sanders. Receiving wise, Chris Olave, 423, 5 TDs, 368 and 3 from Odell Beckham Jr., 345 and 3 from John Mechie III, 330 and 1 from Dalton Schultz. You got your sacks allowed, 3 from Williams. A couple guys with 2, Williams and Brown. And you got Bentonio and Kevin with 1 apiece. In terms of defense, we got tackles, Bobby Wagner, 47-37 from McCarter the second, 34 from Tranquil. Blackman, 32-24 from Blankenship, 23 from Preston. Josh, 22-20 from Quiddy, and it just dips from there. You got your sacks, 4 from Smith, 2.5 from Tranquil, 1.5 there from Vea, a few guys with 1, and a bunch of guys with half sack. Interceptions, 3 from Tranquil, 2 from Josh, and a couple guys with 1. Just 7 in his team so far. Aubrey's been great at kicking. AJ Cole punting and kick and punt return right there, just looking like that. Very nice. All right, time to make some trades. I don't know if I want to go through the draft. I mean, maybe I should. I don't really know. I got to make sure that the draft cast is loaded in. At least the right one. We're going to import local file. So I don't think I can actually download files yet. I still don't think I can. I'm going to try. I'll try again. Like maybe I can get like a draft class for next season, but we'll see. But for now, let's see if there are any trades we could potentially make. We've got some guys up for negotiation as well. Curious to see who we would want to re-sign. I mean, there's some guys here. Looks like Trent Williams might want to stay around, which is nice. I'm also curious to see what free agency was going to be looking like. But yeah, you can see there's really not that many guys here that like too important. I mean, yeah, Kev, if he wants to stay. Tony Jefferson is inexpensive. So I guess really the biggest players would be like Quiddy. I'd like to keep him around. I think this should kind of get the job done. And it does. Again, we can always restructure. Trent Williams, same thing. We throw him like a 3-year deal. Like this should get it done. It does. And again, we can always restructure. As for everybody else here, I mean, there's nobody that's like too important. So we can kind of just wait till the off season to do some of those moves. But I'm going to look and see if I can maybe make a trade right now to improve this team. So let's see what's out there in the market to, well, improve the team. All right, first trade I did here, 2 seconds and 2/3 going over to the Bears. We got pick 13. So we got their first round pick. I guess I'm going to try to just get first round picks. I think that might make the most sense. Try to get some like good young talent in the draft instead of trying to trade for players now. So I'm going to see if I can continue to acquire more first rounders or another first rounder or so. I mean, I think that's not a horrible idea. Also give me their first round pick as well as a 4th, 5th, 6th for a 1st, 2nd, and 3rd in 2027. A done deal here with the Commanders. I got Joshua Palmer for 3 4ths and 3 5th round picks. So nice wide receivers, 24 years old, under contract. And that's pretty much it for me. I'm going to let the team do their thing for the rest of the season, and we'll see what happens from there. So we ended up not making the playoffs, unfortunately, but that's okay. It is only our first season, so we have 3 more to go. That is the plan. So let's take a look here at the stats. Again, I got guys that are going to improve. You know, Anthony Richardson had a great season. It's just too many interceptions. He's got to cut those down. So other than the interceptions, he did pretty well. Rush-wise, Hall, 1,112 yards, 12 TDs. 271 from Richardson, 172 from Kyle Juszczyk, 173 from 123 and 3 from Miles Sanders. Here's a receiving. Joshua Palmer, 1,096, 10 TDs, 1,016, 13 from Chris Olave. Odell Beckham Jr., 902 and 8, 856 and 5 from Dalton Schultz. John Mechie, the third, 345, 3 TDs, 343 and 4 from Breece Hall. Cool stuff. Gets blocking. Sacks lab, we got Trent with 7, 6 from Brown. Trent Brown. Connor Williams, 4, as well as Patonia, and then Kev with 3. On defense, 109 tackles from Bobby Wagner to lead the team. Drew with 82, 76 there from Mekhi Blackman. 66 from Michael Carter II, 63 from Metellus. Blankenship, 58, 55 from Quiddy. 52 from Green. Smith, 49, 48 from Vea. Dips from there. In terms of sacks, 7.5 from Preston, 5.5 from Tranquil. 4 from Vea, 2 from Quay. A couple guys with 1, and a bunch of guys with a half sack. And then interceptions, 3 from Tranquil. A few guys with 2, and several guys with 1. Kicking. Punting. Kick return. Punt return. All right. So we'll see when's the Super Bowl. Go on the offseason. We've got some guys that we want trying to run a re-sign. I'm curious to see how free agency is going to look. I'm excited about that in a fantasy draft world, what that's going to be. You can see the team rankings, by the way. We were pretty good offensively. The only thing we were pretty bad at was giving a lot of points, 38 in defense. But yard-wise, not too bad. So I think there's some potential with this team. And plus, we have picks. So that should be fun, too. All right, Super Bowl was the Saints and the Bills. All right, and we had the Saints winning. Russell Wilson, Super Bowl MVP. Josh Allen, NFL MVP for the Colts. Raheem Morris, Falcons, Coach of the Year. Jamal Agnew, Offensive Player of the Year, Falcons. Defensive Player of the Year was Von Miller on the Rams. Marvin Harris Jr., Offensive Rookie of the Texans. Trevor Wallace, Defensive Rookie of the Year for the Ravens. Cool stuff. Let's head on to the offseason. So we got 15 guys for negotiation that we can see. So yeah, Mechie, I'd like to keep him around. Why not, right? You know what I mean? Why not give him like a little 4-year deal? That will work. McMillan, we can let him walk. Some of these guys I think we can kind of just let walk. Kev, if he wants to stay, I mean, I'll throw you a contract like this. I mean, that will keep you around, which is fine. I'd always look to trade you if necessary. I'm sure there are some guys here that I could potentially want to sign as well, but, you know, I got to see what free agency is going to be looking like. So let's advance on to it, because I am very curious to see what that's all about. Also, we could restructure contracts, I think. Can we do that? Let's go to team salaries. Is it worth doing that? I don't know. It might be. Yeah, like, no one's really making a lot of money. I mean, we could restructure. We don't need to, but we could. We could. I think I'm going to hold off on that for now, because I want to first see if free agency is actually good. And the answer to that is it's actually horrendous. Okay, never mind. There's really nobody here that's good at all. I mean, well, I mean, I'm sure there's some guys we might want to try to get, but yeah, the free agency class isn't great. So we'll just see what we need and try to fill out any holes through free agency and then the draft. Free agency recap, I mean, nothing crazy. I mean, I did make some signings. We got Jerome Ford, which is nice, Zach Bond, Trey Palmer, and then DJ Humphries. So, not bad. And then obviously we have the draft. We have some picks that we can take. So, we're going to select some guys. Not sure who's out there, but let's go to the draft and see who we can select with our pick. Starting off here, we have pick 3. So that's great. So Carson Beck, Stuart Sanders went 1 and 2, interestingly enough. Okay, so let's see. Who could we take with our pick? Jalen Milroe would be a very nice piece. Don't really need him, though. Question is, what do we need? You know what I mean? Do I want to go with Holloman? Do I want to go with Pierce Jr. or Williams? I need a left outside linebacker, so I guess James Pierce Jr. or Williams would be my selection. I don't know if either of them really fit the scheme of my team. They don't, but I do need left outside linebacker, I guess, or a corner. We could go with Holloman as well, middle linebacker. I'm gonna go with Pierce Jr. out of Tennessee with my first pick. So I don't know how great of a pick that is. I think it's all right. We got somebody that we needed in a left outside linebacker. So we also have pick 11 and 12, which is nice. So we'll skip ahead to those picks, and then yeah, we'll make our selection. So who is out there that we could take? Like I said, we need a corner. So I can go with Dyson. I could go with McCain. McCain actually might not be a bad option. He's top 5 talent. So I think I'm going to grab him. But first, let's go with Dyson. Juan Dyson out of USF. So I'll go with him. I'll grab him because we do need a corner. So that'll be kind of a reach, I'd say. But actually not too bad of a reach. Juan Dyson is coming to my team. And then I'm going to then take, with my next pick, where is he? I'm going to take McCain. I think I'm going to go with McCain, Chase McCain from Clemson. And I think that might be a pretty solid pick. A+. Yeah, I like it. All right. So I'm going to do the rest of the draft off camera, and we'll see you there at the recap. All right, so let's look at the draft recap. We're going to view it. And as you can see, Pierce Jr., pretty solid pick. Got Dyson, and McCain is also looking really good. Here's the rest of the picks we made. Nothing too crazy. I like it. I like it. I like our team going into the second season. I think we'll be better this year. That's my hope, is being a playoff team. Season is upon us, so let's take a look at the roster. We're going to view it. And we have ourselves Anthony Richardson is the QB. Halfbacks got Hall, Ford, and McLaughlin. Top 3 backs. We got Juszczyk as our fullback. Wide receivers Chris Olave, Joshua Palmer, and Chase McCain is actually beginning the starting nod over Odell Beckham Jr. and some of the other guys picked up. Dalton Schultz, tight end. Left tackle is going to be DJ Humphries. Left guard, Joel Antonio. Center is going to be Connor Williams. Right guard, Kev. Right tackle, Trent Brown. Quiddy is going to be our left end. Right end, we have Preston Smith still. Defense tackle, Vea. Left outside linebacker, Bryce Huff. Middle linebacker, Zach Bond. Right outside linebacker, Drew Tranquil. Corners, Michael Carter II, Mekhi Blackman, and Renardo Green, top 3 guys. But Dyson's up there too, the guy we drafted, who will probably start next season. If not, the end of this season, he'll be there. Reed Blankenship, free safety, strong safety, Josh Patelis. Kicking is Aubrey, punting is AJ Cole. So, is this team good enough to make playoffs in a fantasy draft league? Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Only find us to obviously simulate. But let's take a look at the improved team, just see if there's anybody we want to sign before we go that route. Any left tackles out there? Go with Lucas the third. That's kind of a weak spot there. Right end, what are we looking at? Any good right ends? How about left outside linebackers? Nope. How about corners? Any corners? Nope. I think we're just going to keep the team as is for this season for now. I mean, at the trade deadline, we could look to make some moves, or mid-season point, whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to advance on to that point, and we'll see you then. So we're 6-1 at the mid-season point, which is actually very nice. You can see the team rankings, how we're playing. Offensively, we've been great. Defensively, actually pretty solid, too. And we're currently sitting at 6-1. Very nice. And I was able to load in the draft class. Granted, I think there might be some Duke players. I did see a Duke player, but it's all good. Let's take a look here at the stats. That's what I want to look at. So Andy Richardson has been doing all right this year. 1,701 yards, 11 TDs, 5 interceptions, 60% completion percentage, 99 passer rating. So definitely cut down on the interceptions. Brees Hall, 554, 9 TDs on the rush, 132 from Richardson. Ford, 124 and 2. Receiving wise, John Mechie III, he's got 451, 5 TDs, 429 from Chris Olave. 278 and 1 from Joshua Palmer. Dalton Schultz 216 and 2, 202 and 2 from Brees Hall. Blocking wise, you can see 4 sacks left from Brown, 2 from Humphries, and a couple guys here with 1. Tackles 36 Zach Bond, 35 from Drew, 31 from Mike Carter II. Blackman 27, 25 from Metellus. Blankenship 22, 21 from Vea, 20 from Smith, dips from there. Sacks 5.5 from Smith, 3 from Quiddy. Vea 2.5, 1.5 from Zach Bond, and a few guys with a half sack. In terms of interceptions, a couple guys with 2 and a bunch of guys with 1. Kicking, punting, kick return, punt return. Alright, so one thing I'm curious about is free agency and the contracts. So we got 13 up. Cap room, lots of cap room. Anthony Richardson needs to be re-signed. Palmer, Schultz, Drew. Okay, so there's some talent that needs to be re-signed this time around. AJ Cole. So let me start negotiating, see who we can keep. That is my hope, is that we can keep some of these guys here. AJ Cole. Alright, he'll reconsider. I think we're just going to end up getting him back. Should be too hard. Bryce Huff. I don't mind keeping him if he wants to stay. I'll throw you a 4-year deal. You're happy to sign. You better be, you bum. Anthony Richardson. I mean, that should get the job done. You're a bum. I'll franchise tag you if I need to. I'll get him back. I'm not too worried, but Joshua Palmer. Okay. So these guys want to test. That's fine. If they want to test, let them test. It's all good. Dalton Schultz. Need a bigger offer. Well, okay. Drew, does that work for you? I think it should. Okay. And that's fine. Okay. If these guys want to test, like I said, you'll let them test. Michael Carter, willing to stay around on a little bit of a discount. Absolutely. And then, yeah, I could always restructure, too. I think this season might be a better season to kind of restructure. So I do think there's going to be more talent in free agency this time around. But we'll see. For now, let's head on to the playoffs, because I don't see why we wouldn't be able to make it. Look here at the team. 11-6 in the playoffs, which is cool. You see the team ranks, not terrible. I mean, the defense did stuff for a little bit in the second half of the season, but we got the Cleveland Browns in the playoffs. They were 9-8. So let's take a look at the stats on the season, see who played well and who didn't. Anthony Richardson, not bad, 3,909 yards, 32 TDs, 13 interceptions, 102.4 pass rating, and of course you got the nice completion percentage. Brees Hall, 1,298, 16 TDs on the rush. Richardson, 343 and 2, 238 and 4 from Jerome Ford. Receiving wise, 999 and 5 from Chris Olave. John Mechie the third, 946, 11 TDs, 799 and 4 from Joshua Palmer. Dalton Schultz, 585 and 8, 376 from Brees Hall. Blocking wise, you got 12 sacks left from Humphrey, still high, 8 from Brown, and a few guys with 1. There's your tackles, 98 from Zach Vaughn, Drew Tranquil, 97, 70 from Blackman, 67 from Metellus. Mike Carter the second, 65, 57 from Green, Vea with 56, 51 from Smith. Blankenship 49, 48 from Quiddy. Dips from there. In terms of sacks, 12 from Smith. Vea 8, 7.5 from Quiddy, 2.5 from Turner. A couple guys 1.5 and a bunch of guys with a half sack. Interceptions 4 from Carter the second, 3 from Blankenship, a couple guys with 2 and a bunch of guys with 1. And you have your kicking, punting, kick return, and punt return right here. Great. All right, so Cleveland. Let's see what they're up to. First off, standing-wise, yeah, it's a bunch of 11-6 teams. So, Cleveland's got the advantage over us on defense. We're better offense, and we're better overall. You see their rankings compared to ours, where they have the advantage versus us. Should be fun. So let's hop on to the sim. Let's see if we can advance to the divisional. Well, first, yeah, I want to hop on in. Yeah, there we go. Let's hop on into the Super Sim. See you once I'm there. All right, here we are. Super Sim time, and this is where the magic begins. We go to the Super Sim, we jump forward to the end of the game. Let's see what happens. First blood will go to them. They're up 7-0. We're going to tie it up in the second quarter. We're going to take the lead in the second quarter, 10-7, and go into the second half, we're going to be up by 3. They tie it up. We take the lead, 17-10. Go into the fourth quarter, it's 17-10. We're going to make it 24-10. They're going to make it 24-17. We're going to go slow here. We got a little something. All right, we should be good. Minute 52, we got 3rd and 6. Big first down. We needed that first down. That basically ensures us that we win this football game. Because if they got the stop there, it would have been, they had a chance, but now we can just take the knees. Yep, and that's exactly what to do. Kneel it. Clock's going to run down, 2nd and 11. So we're going to win this football game 24-17, advance on to the divisional. You're in our second season. Anthony Richardson, we're going to run it this time. And we run it. And we get ourselves a 6-yard gain, 3rd and 4. Clock will continue to tick. I think we're going to run it again. Or are we going to take the knee? I think we're just going to take the knee. Yep, and that's it. So the game's over. We win. We're going for a field goal. I guess we're going to add some points. Add some points. All right, win by 10. Very nice. So a little field goal to end it, 27-17. And your Patriots advance on. Well, I don't even know if it's your Patriots at this point, just because of the advance draft. And there's Jalen Milroe. Didn't do too great. That's all right. Bengals, our next opponent. You can see who they have compared to us. And their rankings compared to ours. All right, we have the advantage over them in 4 of the categories. They're 4th in offensive points per game and 8th in the pass yards. We have the advantage on defense. We have the advantage on offense and overall advantage because our offensive advantage is greater than their defensive advantage. But we'll see. We'll see if that matters. Yeah, let's hop on in to the Super Sim and see if we can get to the conference championship. All right, here we go. We got the battle of the boys. Bengals versus the Patriots. And this is where we go to the Super Sim. We fast forward to the end of the game. Hopefully we can win it. First blood will go to us. We're up 7-0 in the first quarter. Second quarter, they're going to tie this up. No, they're not. Now they are 7-7. And they take the lead, but we tie it up going into the second half. It is a tie ball game. They're going to take the lead there. Can we tie it? No, we can't. Shot at the 2. Oh, shot at the EA Sim engine. Oh, my goodness. 30. Can't score. Okay. Yeah, it's over. 35-21. You got me speaking in tongues right now. So, divisional in our second season. And, yeah, we got outplayed by Caleb Williams, of all people. I guess he's pretty solid, but I don't know, man. Would have been nice to win it, but unfortunately, this season, not our season. So, we got 2 more, though. All right. So, the Super Bowl recap. We had the Cowboys beating the Bengals. Chase Young, Super Bowl MVP. Joe Burrow, NFL MVP. Todd Bowles, Coach of the Year. Jamal Agnew, Offensive Player of the Year, Falcons. Von Miller, Defensive Player of the Year with the Rams. Browns, Jalen Milroe, Offensive Rookie, Defensive Rookie of the Year. Jermichael Pryor, Texans. All right. Let's head on to the 3rd season. Negotiate some contracts here. I'm curious to see what free agency is going to be looking like. So, yeah, Anthony Richardson is not quite looking to re-sign with me. But we're going to make him re-sign. That should get it done. He wants to play for a new team. So, okay. Well, we're going to franchise tag him. Most likely. Oh, my God. 1 year, $24.3 million? Absolutely franchise tagging him. Why wouldn't I do that? Oh, my goodness. All right. Let me just see if I can re-sign some of these guys here. I'm going to offer some contracts. And, again, I can easily restructure. Totally fine with me. So, let me do all this. And once I have some updates for you, I'll get back to you. So, Metellus wants to test, which is fine. I'm going to franchise tag Anthony Richardson. Why wouldn't I? We're going to have plenty of cap room to sign, hopefully, somebody. I don't know exactly who. But we definitely need a right guard. I guess Bitonio's gone. Or he's a free agent, one or the other. That just maybe is not eligible to be re-signed. So, we're just going to have to add talent. Whether it's trades or free agent signings. Yeah, I'm going to try to get a right end as well. We're going to improve the team. Honestly, looking at free agency, it's, again, not very good. So, I guess it's just baby steps and just trying to add people, I guess. So we'll see who's out there, I guess, to improve the team. Reviewing free agency recap here. Not a bad free agency for us. We got Taylor Decker, Robert Spillane, Grover Stewart, Grady Jarrett, Josh Patel's back on the team, and Alex Kappa. So some improvement. Again, the class just hasn't been. None of the class has been great. So, but hey, I don't mind where the team is. We're gonna go to the draft. I don't think we have a pick. Maybe I'll try to trade for one. We'll see. But let's just see if there is anybody out there that we could potentially trade for. Maybe there is a player that we can get because we have the cap room to do so. Done deal here with the 49ers. So we're trading at. We did have a first. We're trading down. We still have a first. We're getting their first 2 7s. Pooney and Turner coming over. We're giving up 2 firsts, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. So thank you very much, 49ers. So let's head on to the draft and see who's out there. This is a class that I ended up picking up. So we're going to make our selection here. Pick a player. I'm trying to think of who we would want to get. I don't know if there's anybody here that's too useful. I mean, I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know what exactly I want or need. I mean, a strong safety could work. We could get ourselves a middle linebacker. I guess Brian Adkins out of Michigan might work. So we'll go with him. I think I'll just grab him. I think it's not a horrible pick. All right, not a horrible pick. So we get him, and yeah, we're just going to do the rest of the draft. There are not a lot of picks, so see you guys at the draft recap. All right, so let's go to the draft recap here and take a look at the team. So we look at the contract details. And, yeah, we got some pretty decent picks. I mean, Atkins was a solid pick. Shepard as a 7th rounder, not bad. Good steal there. But, yeah, that's going to be the team. Let's head on to the 3rd season. See how we perform. All right, here is the roster for the 3rd season. Let's take a look at it. And there's some talent. For sure, some talent. Andy Richardson, quarterback. Hall, Ford, and McLaughlin. Your halfbacks, fullbacks, Kyle Juszczyk still. Wide receivers, Chris Olave, Joshua Palmer, and Chase McCain. Top 3 guys. Tight end, Dalton Schultz still. Taylor Decker, left tackle. Left guard, Joel Bentonio. Center, Connor Williams. Right guard, Dominic Pooney. Cap backing him up. Trent Brown, right tackle. Left end's going to be Kwity Paye. Right end's going to be Kobe Turner. Defense tackle, Vea. That's linebacker, James Pierce Jr. Middle linebacker, Spillane. Excuse me. Tranquil, going to be our right outside linebacker. Corners, you got Carter the second, Dyson, and Blackman. Top 3 guys. Free safety, Breed Blankenship. Strong safety, Josh Metellus. Brandon Aubrey's kicking, and then AJ's punting. And that is the squad for this 3rd season. So, can we win? let's see if we can win some games. We're 5-2 at the mid-season point right now. Pretty solid. Pretty solid. You see the rankings. They're even pass yards, opponent pass yards. It's our worst category, but everything else we're pretty solid at. Let's take a look at the stats and awards. We'll go to the stats, obviously. We don't really care about the awards right now. You can see Anthony Richardson's having a good season. 565 yards, 15 TDs, 3 interceptions, 71% completion percentage, 112.8 passer rating. Brees Hall, 545, 4 TDs on the rush, 171 from Anthony Richardson. Jerome Ford, 62, 1 TD. Get your receiving wise, Josh Palmer, 393, 1 TD, 371 and 6 from John Mechie III, Chris Olave, 329 and 1, 275 and 4 from Dalton Schultz, 153 from Brees Hall. In terms of blocking, sacks allowed, we've got 6 from Decker, 5 from Brown, 3 from Williams, 1 from Pooney. And you got your tackles, 38 from Tranquil on the defense, Spillane with 36, 35 from Dyson, Metellus 28, 26 from Blackman, Blankenship 25, couple guys with 24, dips from there, you got your sacks. 6 from Turner, 3.5 from Pay, a couple guys with 1, and a few guys with a half sack. Just 4 interceptions, Metellus 2, and a couple guys with 1. And you have your kicking, punting, kick return, punt return. Alright, so the team's doing alright. Curious to see what kind of signings we need to make, and also not just signings and negotiations and things of that nature, but what are we doing in terms of, you know, trades? Like, are there any trades we can make? So yeah, there are some guys here I'd like to keep. Yushik being one of them. We'll offer him a contract. I mean, he should stay on this contract. Great. A little bit of a discount. Yeah, Richardson signing him is going to be kind of tough. Connor Williams wants to stay, so we'll throw him what he wants and restructure when necessary. But yeah, some of these other guys might want to test for now. I could let Humphreys go. I don't really need him. Trice wouldn't be too bad to keep him. And he's going to stay. So yeah, Richardson, obviously, the biggest one. And he needs a bigger offer. It's fine. And then, yeah, I guess we'll just wait for Beckman and Vea. So yeah, we have to restructure contracts. Not a problem. But yeah, we only have 1 more season. So this is the 3rd season. We got 1 more season after this. We're only doing 4 seasons for the fantasy draft, because that is what I set out to do. But I am curious to see if there are any trades we can make. I don't know how much picks we've got, but if we can make a move, we might as well try to make one to improve the team this season. Deal here with the Eagles. We're getting Rakestraw Jr. and Duggar for DJ Humphreys, 1st through 5 picks in 2029. So I don't mind that trade right there. Makes us better. So let's see what happens the rest of the season. I will see you guys once I'm there, hopefully in the playoffs. Season 13-4, and we had the best record. Tied with the Bills, but because they're in the same division as us, only 13-4. They're only the 5th. You see the team ranks. Looking good. Looking good, but let's look at the player stats first. This is a great season right here. Anthony Richardson looking solid, good numbers. 106.3 pass rating is solid. Got Hall, 1,158, 9 TDs, 374 and 2 from Richardson, 217, 7 from Jerome Ford. Receiving wise, 1,045, 10 TDs from John Mechie III, 991 and 5 from Joshua Palmer, 99 and 5 from Chris Olave, Dalton Schultz, 699, 321 from Hall. Blocking, got 10 sacks left from Decker, a little high. 8 from Brown, Williams 6, 3 from Antonio, and 2 from Pooney. Tackles, 96 there from Spillane, 73 from Rakestraw Jr., Tranquil, 71, as well as Carter II and Dyson. 58 from Blankenship, Turner, 57, 56 from Duggar, Pay, 51, 43 from Vea. Kind of just dips after that. Get your sacks allowed. Well, not sacks allowed, sorry, sacks. A couple guys here at 12 leading the way, Turner and Pay. 5.5 from Vea, 5 from Tranquil, 3.5 from James Pierce Jr., 1.5 from Spillane. A few guys with 1 and a half sack there from Juan Dyson. 5 interceptions from Spillane, a couple guys with 2 and a few guys with 1 on that defensive side as well. You got your kicking, your punting, kick return, punt return. All right, let's see who we're taking on to the divisional. Got the Texans. All right, very nice. Let's look at their rankings compared to ours. They have some good rankings, really good rankings. Got some good players: Eden Hutchinson, Harrison Jr., Drew Sneed. Top end talent, they might be more better than us, maybe. We do have the advantage on offense. They have the advantage on defense, and because of that, they're better overall. But we're the home team. Well, we'll see if we can win and advance to the conference championship. That's my hope. Let's hop on in and see if I'm right. So here we go. Gillette Stadium. We super sim. We fast forward to the end of the game. First quarter. Patriots take a 7-0 lead. Very nice. Going to the second. Can we make it 14-0? We certainly can. Second half, it is 14-0. Now 21-0. And, oh, this is a blowout. 28-0. They're going to make it 28-7. And, okay, 28-14. That's not really, I guess, not terrible. But, yeah, great job there, holding them most of the way. Scoreless. Too little too late for the Texans. And we're going to the conference championship in our third season here, which is very nice. We love to see it. Shout out to the boys for getting the job done. I guess Norman Samuels was their quarterback. Anthony Richardson, not too bad of a job. Didn't throw too much, but when he did, 3 TDs, 83.3% completion percentage, extremely effective. Bills now, they're equal record. Better on defense, we're better on offense, better overall. Josh Hines Allen, Minka Fitzpatrick, Derek Stingley Jr., top 3 guys for them. See their rankings, they're number 1 in opponent points per game. They have the advantage in actually more of the categories than we do. So, alright. Let's hop onto the Super Sim and see if we can beat them and get to the Super Bowl in our third season. Here we go. This is where the fun begins. We got snow. Wow. Alright, let's jump forward to the end of the game and see what happens. First blood will go to them. Up 3-0 field goal. We take the lead 7-3. They're going to make it 7-6. And going to the second half, we're going to have an 8-point lead, 14-6. They will tie it up. Going to the fourth quarter, we have a 3-point lead, now a 10-point lead. We're going to score again. We do. Make it 16. That's huge. It's an 8-point game. Minute 6, we'll hop in. 44 seconds. Looks like we're going to get the job done here. They don't have any timeouts, so we're going to take the knee, and we will be going to the Super Bowl in our third season right here. We're here, so now let's just win it. That way, we have not a lot of pressure to win it in our fourth and final season. So, hopefully we can make the most of our opportunity here and get the job done right now. But, I mean, like I said, if we don't, we still have one more season. But again, it would alleviate the pressure. So we best J.J. McCarthy and the Bills, 30-22. Let's see who our opponent will be in the Super Bowl. Seem to never change. Dallas is in the Super Bowl in an EA game. We have the advantage over them, though. Oh, that's why. They got friggin' Patrick Mahomes. Okay. Marlon Humphrey, Hank Clark. I'm a little nervous of Mahomes. That's the only problem. So if we can contain Mahomes and our team could play well, then we can win this Super Bowl. But it's not going to be easy, I'll tell you that much. Let's take a look here and see what is in store for us in this Super Sim. So we're going to jump forward to the end of the game. Is this the fourth season? I don't think it is, right? No. No, right? No, this is only the third season. Okay. I just had to make sure. Well, we're down 7-0. Down 14. Shot at the EA Sim engine. Make it 14-3. We're down 21-3. Going to the second half, we're down 11. Now down 14, now down 17. We make it a 10-point game. All right, it's close. Get a stop. We do. Oh, it's tie game. We got to hop on in, man. We got to hop on in. Oh, we got to hop on in right here. This is content galore. We tied the game up. We're running it. They're running it, I should say. And they're going to get a first down, which will take them to pretty much the 2-minute warning as they are in field goal range. Now, we have our timeouts. I mean, the best case scenario is they get a field goal. I mean, actually, best case scenario is we have them turn it over. But that's not the realistic best case scenario. The real best case scenario would be just a field goal. Mahomes gets sacked. Oh, he couldn't get sacked. Good stop, though. All right, clock's going to run. 2nd and 6. We are not electing to use our timeouts. If they get a first down, though, we will have to use our timeouts. So let's prevent them from getting a first. Mahomes going to run it. He's going to get taken down there. 1 sack. Shout out to Turner. And I think he was about to do the funny, but he didn't. All right, timeout called. Timeout called 3rd and 11. Dallas was the one that called the timeout. 3rd and 11. We need a stop here. Can we do it? The answer is no. Shout out to EA Sim Engine, guys. Shout out to EA Sim Engine. I know it's not simming, but shout out to EA. I love it. It's such a great game. You know, this is beautiful. All right, so here's what I don't want. Because now now the problem is they can just run the clock down. We're gonna barely have enough time. It's a joke. Oh man, this is a joke. And we can't even get a stop. That is an embarrassment to your friends, family, and fans, guys. Family, friends, fans, whatever you guys want to say. So shout out to you guys for embarrassing yourselves. All right, so we're going to lose this game. No chance to tie it. We're not going to do it. Fumble, need a fumble, need a fumble, need a fumble, need a fumble. Don't get it. Clock's going to run down. At this point, just let them score. If you guys want to even have a chance, because they're not going to miss the field goal. The game's over. Yep, 3rd and goal. Game is over. And they're just going to kick the field goal here. And that is the game. Ladies and gentlemen, what a choke job for your New England Patriots. I wouldn't call it a choke job, but yeah, we're not going to win this. No chance. I mean, touchback, you score a touchdown, that'd be great. Highly doubt that's going to happen, but I don't know, I've seen miracles. But I just don't think it's going to happen. Richardson, what do you got for me? Nothing. Nothing doing. So we lose the Super Bowl. Shout out to EA's Sim Engine. So, yep, that's the team I was worried about, and, yeah, we choked. So, just did not play well in this first half whatsoever. I think if we played better in the first half, we actually had a chance to win, but, you know, when you won't, we were down, I think, like 24-3. It's definitely not going to help you win. But a good second half, though. That's what we needed. We needed that. A donut in the first quarter doesn't help. So, all right. Well, we got one more season, so we got to get it done next year. Recap: Mahomes, NFL MVP, Super Bowl MVP, NFL MVP Joe Burrow, Gerard Mayo, Coach of the Year, our Patriots, great, I guess, cool. We got Joe Burrow, Offensive Player of the Year, Josh Hines Allen, Defense Player of the Year, Taylor Felix, Offensive Rookie of the Defense Year is Nick. I don't know what that last name says, so cool. I'm going to negotiate some contracts here. So Richardson, we'll try to see if he wants to stay around. My guess is he's going to want to test, which is fine. I'll just franchise tag him. Oh, no, he doesn't. Okay, he didn't want to do that. Never mind. Okay, Vea, we got to make sure we get him back, which we hopefully will. I can overpay a little bit because, again, we can restructure and have some money for free agency. Of course, you want to test, shout it to you, I guess. We'll franchise tag him. And then, as for these guys, I don't really care. So let's restructure contracts and see what free agency is looking like for me. I definitely don't want to fill staff. Don't really care. Hey, can we go back? I'm pressing the back button. Thanks, EA. Appreciate it. After me pressing it 5 times. All right. So we're just going to advance on to free agency. I don't know how good the class is. I know Bitonio is now gone. So I see a left guard open. So it's time to fill that spot. And free agency is absolutely terrible. So it's not very good. All right. Well, I guess we just have to figure out a different way to alleviate that. Maybe through trades. But yeah, let's first restructure, I guess, contracts. Because we might as well just sign some players. So let's do the free agency recap. Here it is. And we got some decent signings. Decent players. Kendall Fuller coming to the team. Mike Glinchey, DeMarcus Lawrence, Pete Warner, and then Patrick Bakari, because we need a new left guard. So that's the talent we're adding to the squad. I'm just going to sim past the draft since we don't have a first-round pick. So I'll show you guys a recap, and then we'll go on to the 4th and final season. Just the draft recap for those that are curious. We just had a couple picks, and that's it. So let's head on to the 4th and final season. Before I do that, I'm going to take Deonte Banks and a 5th-round pick for Renardo Green. Do that trade right there, and now we're going to head on to the 4th and final season. All right, so here is the squad. We're going to take a look at the roster. Again, I mean, we had a great team last year, but not great enough apparently to win the Super Bowl. So hopefully this year we can do so. Richardson, quarterback, halfbacks out of Hall, Ford, and McLaughlin. Fullback, Owens. Wide receivers, Olave, Palmer, and McCain. Top 3 guys. Tight end's going to be Schultz still. We got left tackle, Taylor Decker. Left guard's going to be Macari. Williams at the center. Right guard, Pooney. Right tackle, Trent Brown still on the team. Glinchey's also backing him up. We got left end, Kwity Paye. Right end's going to be Kobe Turner. Defensive tackle, Vea. Left outside linebacker, James Pierce Jr. Middle linebacker, we got Robert Spillane. Right outside linebacker, you've got Drew Tranquil, their top guy still. Corners, you got Ray Straw Jr., Fuller, and Carter II. We're actually very tight on quarters, which is nice. Lots of good cornerbacks. Free safety, Blankenship. Strong safety Duggar. And then kicking is still Aubrey. Punting is still AJ. And that's it. So I'm probably going to look to make another trade, though, before we start simulating. Just to see if I can add, just another piece of the team. Or pieces. And then we'll head on to simulating. Turner, John Simpson from the Ravens. And we just trade away a bunch of picks. So that's it for me. I'll see you guys at the mid-season point. No trades. That's the squad. This is the squad right here. Hopefully it's good enough to win it this year. The mid-season point, 6-1, which is great. You can see the team rankings. The Falcons this week. Yeah, the team's playing great. So all that matters, though, is how we do in the playoffs. At this point, I'm trying to win a Super Bowl this year. In our fourth final season, rather. And you can see the stats there from Andy Richardson look phenomenal. He's having a great year. He got the rush-wise. Yep, Breece Hall is looking really good. Ford, Richardson on the rush. I'm not going to go too far in depth and read every single stat this time around. You can see here the receivers. Overall, pretty solid. Which is good. Which is very good. Run after catch average. Look at that. But Kane hasn't played much, but he's got one reception. He's got an 86-yard reception, a TD, 68 yards running after the catch. Shout out to him, man. You got your sacks out, a couple of with 4, 2 from Mooney, 1 from Williams on the blocking. You got your defense. See the tackle leaders, very nice. You got your sack leaders here. Very cool. Intercepciones right there. And then, of course, your kicking, punting, kick return, and punt return. So that's the team. I can't make any trades. This is good. We're all set. Let's simulate the rest of the season and just win. All right, so we ended up going 14-3, which is nice. Yeah, great season. But again, it's all about the playoffs. How will we fare there? That's the question. You can see how Richardson played. Pretty solid stuff there from him. Get your rushing. Breece Hall, very good rush. 15 TD, 1,384 yards. You got the receivers. Looking good, looking good. Blocking. See how many sacks we allowed. As a team, that's 21. So that's not terrible. Defensively, 102 tackles. Spillane lead the squad. Wonderful stuff. You got your sacks. I see 2 guys at least 10. Vea and Pay. Interceptions, 5 from Spillane, 3 from Rayshaw. A couple guys with 2, and a bunch of guys with 1. Of course, you're kicking with Aubrey. Punting with the AJ. Kick and return, and the punt and return as well. All right, let's look at the team ranks. So where we finished. Other than offensive pass yards and defensive pass yards, everything else was either first or second, so that's great. Now the question is, how well will we fare in the playoffs? Well, let's go to the divisional and see what happens. We got the Texans. You can see their team. We beat them last year. Hopefully we can beat them again this year. Let's hop on into the Super Sim and find out. Super Sim action. It is time. We're the home team, of course. Let's go to the Super Sim. Fast forward to the end of the game and see what happens. First blood. We will score. Go up 3-0 in the second quarter. They're going to take the lead, make it 7-3. We're going to take a 10-7 lead. They're going to make it 14-10 going to the second half. We're up 3. And going to the fourth quarter, we're going to be down by... No, we're tied, actually. Now we're down by 3. Oh, it's a 4-point game. It is close. 2-minute warning. We got to hop on in right here. This is a good ball game right here. 4-point game. We're going to see if we can win it. 2-minute warning. Tough position to be in. You know the Texans are going to go for it. We got to get a stop here. We got to get a stop here. And, of course, they're able to escape and throw it away. But if it was my quarterback, you know they would have been sacked at the end right there. All right. Nevertheless, good job there. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Let's keep them at bay. Do not let them get a first down. Do not let them get a first down. Oh, get the sack. Man, that's a joke. Should have been a sack. Should have been a loss. 3rd and 10. Man, they're so fortunate. Do it again. Do it again. Of course, to get a first down. No, they don't. Short. Okay, 4th and 1. Are they going for it? The answer is yes. Again, this is Electronic Arts Sports at its finest. Get a stop. Get a stop. Get a stop. Get a stop. That's a stop right there. That is a stop. And we get the ball. Let's go. Shout out to our defense. 1st and 10. Shout out to our defense. Shout out to EA actually doing something correct. All right. They're going to call a timeout. 2nd and 5. Need a first down. First down guarantees us a win. So let's just get a first down. Let's not overcomplicate this. Good job. That's first. All right. Game's over. Game is over. Minute 5 to go. 1st and 10. We got 1 timeout left. The game is over. We could take the knee. They're going to call a timeout. But, oof, clutched it. Shout out to our defense. So we get to the AFC Conference Championship again, which is huge. Andy Richardson's hands are in the booty of Williams. But that's okay. And he just walked right through Williams, too. That's funny. And that's it. We take the knee, and there we go. We win. As I think we're going to have to be forced to punt this one. Yep. Just make sure we get a punt. Stop. Don't let them return it. And there we go. Game is over. Your Patriots win and go to the AFC Conference Championship game. That's huge. Almost didn't win it, though. And Richardson's hair went from white to black. Cool. Yeah. Let's go on to the AFC Conference Championship game. Ravens are the matchup. You see their players compared to ours. You see their rankings. The advantage in them in 5 out of the categories. They got 3rd on the pass yards. They do have some categories that they're top 10 in, though. Even though we had advantage over them in that. So that should be fun. And then we're 23rd in pass yards, or 28th. Not a huge difference, but 2nd in offense points per game. So we'll see if we can beat them and get to the Super Bowl for the 2nd time in a row. And this time, maybe, if we can get there, we can win it. But first, let's take care of the Ravens. Engine time. Let's go to the Super Sim. Fast forward to the end of the game. Here we go. Fast forward. We're jumping forward to the end of the game. Hopefully it's a win for us. We're starting off down 7-0, but we tied up quick. And they're going to take a 10-7 lead. We're going to make it 10-10. Now take a lead 17-10. Going in the second half, we're up 7. They're going to not tie it up there, but we're going to take a 14-point lead, which is huge. They'll get a touchdown back. We get a 10-point game. We're going to go normal speed here. All right, 8-yard rush, Justin Fields. 2nd and 2. 3rd. Okay, and they get a touchdown. All right. It's going to be 24-27, so we're up 3. Got a kickoff. Let's see if we can play a little bit of good offense here. We're going to take a touchback. We're going to hop on in right here. 1st and 10, 2:48 to go. 30-yard line for the boys. Okay, not a good rush there. 2nd and 8. Okay, let the clock run down. Get to the 2-minute warning. Or very close. We'll probably get one more play off, actually, right here. We will. Let's get a first down here. It'd be nice. We're just going to run it. And decent moves. 3rd and 5, 3 yards out of it. And the 2-minute warning is here. Problem is 3rd and 5. This is not really a great position to be in. What we really need is a stop here. Stopping them from stopping us. So that means getting a first down, which we will. So that's huge. And they will call a timeout. So they couldn't get a stop. So now minute 56, clock will stop because they called a timeout. So 1st and 10. Might as well run it. Not a good run. Horrible run, in fact. 2nd and 11. Not going to burn a lot of clock here. That's the problem. You're not in a great position. You're not burning clock. And you're just going backwards. So you just got to go forwards, and that's okay. 3rd and 4. It's minute 50. A first down here essentially guarantees us the win. So you need to get a first down. If you don't, you got to punt. And we get a first down. And the game is practically over, as we will be going to the Super Bowl right here. Just got to take a knee. And that's it. A couple knees. Might have to do one more knee. Let's see. And that's it. And clock's going to run down. And we will be going to the Super Bowl, ladies and gentlemen. We're trying to alleviate the pain we endured last year. And we can do so by winning a Super Bowl right here in this 4th and final season. That's the goal. That is always the goal, is to win a Super Bowl. And that's it. 3-point win. I'll take it. Win is a win in my book. So let's hop on to the next game. Nice to play the Cowboys again, but unfortunately, it's the Buccaneers. But that's fine. Super Bowl's going to be in Miami. You can see they have the advantage over us in offense. We have the defensive advantage. We're better overall as well. We got Pacheco, Sam Laporta, and Selvey. I guess he's just a draft guy. You see their rankings compared to ours. Should be a fun matchup. Can we win it? Well, that's why we got the Super Sim. So let's hop on in to it and hopefully get ourselves a Super Bowl. Here we go. We are attempting the unthinkable, and that's winning a Super Bowl. So let's jump forward to the end of the game and see what happens. So first blood will go to Tampa Bay. They're up 7-0. We're going to tie it up, though, make it 7-7. Get a stop. No, we can't. It's 14-7. We tie it up, though. Take the lead by 3. Going to the second half, we're up 10. That's good. Make it a 17-point game. Now it's a 14-point game. Fourth quarter, we're up 17. Now we're up 14. And this game is pretty much over because we're about to score right here. And, yep, 41-20. And we could just hop on in. Might as well watch the celebration. 4th and 9. It took us 4 seasons, but we got the job done. They're going to call a timeout. They got another play left to run. I mean, it doesn't really matter at this rate. They can't score enough touchdowns to win this. And they're going to call their final timeout. Trevor Lawrence, fortunately, couldn't get the job done for them, but we get the job done, and that's all that matters. And good deflection there, 3rd and 5. And that's all she wrote. 3rd and 5, 8 seconds left. We're just trying to claim our Super Bowl trophy and then close out this video. And we have 1 play left. 1 play. And they're punting. They actually have they've waved the white towel. So they're just punting it. Not even going for it. They're just gonna punt it. We're just going to receive it. And we'll be actually almost dropped it. I think we dropped it. And then the ref just disappeared. Alright, win the Super Bowl. Ladies and gentlemen, took us 4 seasons, but hey, we got there and we got the job done. Put a ring on it. Let's go. So, fantasy draft was successful as we got the job done. Shout out to the boys. Shout out to the boys. There's Richardson. I'm sure he's happy. He played pretty well. He was alright. He was alright. Not bad. Let's see who the Super Bowl MVP was. Probably going to be Richardson, but we'll go to the offseason rewards and then close it out. Alright, Super Bowl recap. Yep, Andy Richardson was Super Bowl MVP. Joe Burrow, NFL MVP. Gerard Mayo, our coach of the year again. Joe Burrow, Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Series, Myles Garrett. Sean Elfman, Offensive Rookie, Defensive Rookies, Jerome Hardesty, Raiders and Lions, respectively. Now, let's go to the full screen, close out the video. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, like, subscribe, comment down below some more videos. Go to socials, play the second channel and main channel down below in the description. If you like the content from TJP. I'm not sure what's next for Madden. We'll see if we decide to do any more Madden videos, but I wanted to make sure we got the fantasy draft out. It's been a while, and I usually try to get those out pretty much right away after I do my rebuilds, but just because of all the other videos we have, like, that need to come out, it was just kind of impossible to do it until now. So that's why I waited so long to do it. But, yeah, that's it for me, guys. I'm going to head on out. Take care. We'll see you soon, and peace.